What is up, guys? Welcome to another Marvel Rivals video, and in today's one we are going to be going through characters that I'd like to see revealed in the game and their possible powers and abilities that they could have. Now, starting us off is the super family themselves, the Fantastic Four. Now, I can see all four of these being very different roles with the way that their play will be in the game. Having Sue as more of, I'd say, probably maybe a stealth character, seeing as she can go invisible, or possibly a protection character, also along with Reed Richards. Reed Richards, I feel like, could almost play out a little bit like Groot, which I feel like out of the four of them may be the character that may not get picked. Johnny will be definitely a duelist, as I said, having his flame abilities on tap at all times, and maybe possibly having it a little bit like a Hulk ability within the game, where you have to turn it on and off, and being killed, so to speak, means that Johnny's flames go down. And then the Thing, Ben Grimm, obviously he's going to be very similar to the Hulk. I'd say out of the four of these, if I only had to pick one, I would probably say that Reed Richards would probably be my best bet in being picked for it. I can see that him having Groot's abilities, and instead of being able to deploy out a wall, Reed Richards would just become the wall, so he'd have quite a high health pool, would be a bit of a support character. However, again, all four of these do have potential of being more of a copy compared to being their own individual characters. I'd say for individuality, Johnny would probably be your best bet, more than likely to get picked, but out of these four, I'd quite like to see Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, put into the game. Next on our list of possible entries is Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze. I can just see him being a very good fit for the game, definitely coming in as a duelist. The dude quite literally wields flames and chains as an ability, so he'd probably be more than likely a ranged attacker, I feel like. He'll probably have a bit of close to mid-range, I would personally say, with his main ability probably being his chains. I can see him having a ranged ability that fires out skulls at the enemy, and then I can see his ult being his hellish rebuke of being able to see what the person's biggest fear is, but I would have it as like a stun, like a group stun of a radius on whoever's in that radius. You get like a skull effect appear above that area, and everyone in that area has some sort of fear effect where either they're stunned, or what could be quite cool would be like a fear mechanic out of like Dungeons and Dragons where they have to run away. So you don't get any control over your character for say 2 seconds, and they all run outwards away from Ghost Rider. So imagine trying to take like one of the points and having him pop his ult, and you hit the whole team and all of them run off point, and you can then help capture it. I can see him having a lot of skins as well, seeing as Ghost Rider has had a lot of versions of himself. Motorbike, I think he's had like a space bike at one point as well. He's also had a horse, he's had a car. So I can see them doing a lot of skins as well. I believe he was a herald at one point. So skins wise, he would have a lot of choice. But overall, I would definitely say he would be a good pick to be coming into the game. Similar to the Fantastic Four, I can also see the X-Men coming in as a group. Obviously, we already have Storm, but there are so many different potentials that we could take from just this picture on screen alone. Wolverine, again, would be a duelist. It'd definitely play along probably with similar to Black Panther. They'd obviously probably have to give him some sort of ranged ability. Gambit would be quite a cool one as well, close ranged with a ranged ability. Again, makes everything go boom, and they'd bring his staff in. Rogue would be an interesting one. I would have it that hers would actually be she can copy someone on her team or the enemy team's abilities, but only in like a weaker form, and it nullifies or kind of weakens that person that you take from. So you could use your own team, but it would weaken your team. Beast as well, play very similarly to Thing and the Hulk. Jean Grey, you could have normal Jean Grey, but you could also have Phoenix Jean Grey as well. You then got Cyclops, who I think would be really cool, especially since we've seen him in the X-Men 97 animated series, being able to, for the first time, use his beam as a way to be able to maneuver around. That would be cool, because he could be quite a quick character. Jubilee as well, she's got quite a cool ranged ability with her fireworks and stuff. So I can see a lot of people on the X-Men roster becoming a character within it. All of them would have quite unique abilities or would have very similar abilities to other characters, but when you get hero shooters, there's going to be a lot of crossover with a lot of people as it is anyway, so trying to be unique can be quite difficult, but I can see all of these having a decent place within the Marvel Rivals roster. I think if I didn't include the Merc with the mouth, I think a lot of people in the comment section would probably have a go at me, but Deadpool is a fan favourite and could probably be a character that they will pick and put in. I feel like there needs to be a balance of it though, of obviously Deadpool and his quotes and what he says makes up a lot of Deadpool, along with obviously his regeneration, his ability with weapons, his healing factor, his just overall. He's the Merc with the mouth for a reason, so if they didn't balance that out of having good voice lines, and a lot of the characters do have good voice lines, but I feel like you'd need to focus even more on Deadpool's as well. Again, very similarly, I feel like he would be able to have a lot of skins within the game as well as the different variants of him, as we've seen from Deadpool and Wolverine. Ult-wise, I think with his ult, I do feel like it would probably be like a passive ult, where his regeneration is his biggest thing. So it's like if you drop him down to 1 HP, he's able to pop his ult and he can just regenerate quickly pretty much and be able to go. Or as a other one, it could be something like breaking the fourth wall. So it could be that he has a way of being able to maybe teleport around and he's breaking the fourth wall by coming out of the game and going back into it. So being able to build his ult, I think, would be quite an interesting one on whatever avenue they would go down. But overall, he's going to be a duelist again. We're putting a lot of duelists in this video, but a lot of Marvel characters, it's kind of their thing is to take a hit and give a hit. So I feel like a lot of duelists could be quite the potential when it comes to new characters. And that's my overall list of characters that I think will be coming into the game or have the possibility of coming into the game and their abilities and powers. But what do you think? Go into the comment section and give me a character and give me maybe one ability and what you think their ult would be. Or in the comment section, if you guys want to see me going to detail with specific Marvel characters, write a Marvel character, and what I'll do is I'll do subsequent videos of the character, what kind of type they'll be, and what their maybe 3 or 2 abilities and their ult will be in a singular video just for you. So yeah, drop down a comment. If you enjoyed the video, please drop it a like, and if you're enjoying the Marvel Rivals content, please drop a subscription as well. But other than that, thank you very much for watching the video.